On this episode of Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, D-Free uses a cringy voice to introduce people to this video. Will this last? Find out now. I feel like it had been probably too long since I'd done some sort of like wacky intro. So, what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a good day thus far. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and show off this Cell. The man, the most perfect being. He has no weaknesses. Not Frieza, it is Cell. And you can quote me on that. So anyways, look at this guy. Look at this majestic man. Anyways, we have Cell on the Resurrected Warriors team. Now, I have shown off the tech variant and talked about how good he can be with an Extreme Z Awakening on a few different occasions, I would say. But the man of the hour, or the man of the 15 or so minutes, is this guy. Leader skill is STR types get 100% to HP attack and defense. Aside from that, he has immense damage when he launches his Solar Kamehameha, and he raises his attack and defense. He also has mass damage, and mass damage is just extreme damage to all enemies with the self-destruction ability, which he gets at 11 key. So he launches a Solar Kamehameha at 10 and 12 key. The difference between them is, damage-wise, a 12 one will hit just a little bit harder, just because the added key adds to the key multiplier, and that's how things will work. Passive is incredibly generic, plus 100% attack at the start of the turn. That's it. So he's awesome. He was really good. I'm actually very excited to see how good he can be. That's my Cell as he is currently constructed. I've always had a good Cell. I haven't put any orbs in him in a while, I don't think. Haven't used him in a while, but we're going to really try to see how good he can be on this team. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get into it. So on the right-hand side of the screen, I got a couple different types of videos for you. I got some Legends and I got some GT. Well, GT/Dokkan, but Legends in the top left. You see that amazing Spirit Bomb animation and then the Goku close-up on the Kamehameha. That was one of my favorite summon videos in a long time, just on any game. So make sure you do check that out. It'll be in the final 20 seconds of this video. You can see it pop right on the screen, like always at the end of my videos. And then below that, we have a video. How good would a GT category be in this game? We go over that, and, I don't really talk about the whole Shadow Dragon thing because everybody wants to talk about it makes Shadow Dragons, not so good. And I'm like, well, screw Shadow Dragons. But anyways, I talk about it there. Make sure you check that out. So, as far as the team construction, by the way, ideally, because Cell's links are a little bit weird. I didn't go over the links, but links are Revival, Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Kamehameha, Nightmare, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. So, as far as he goes, the Goku's really only here to be off rotation. Same with Rose. They're both here off rotation. Rose also does not have this leader skill, so he technically isn't getting any sort of boost out here. I also have to be careful because I really don't have as much HP as I'm used to playing with. But, he's just kind of here for the support. Same for the Goku. The Goku's going to be there to pop the link for Cell, the Kamehameha link. There we go. The Kamehameha link. There we go. I had forgot. They'll do it. Whatever. I don't really care if Rose gets a super right now. I want to get the Goku off. But otherwise, the Goku's not going to do much. Rose is there for the defense, so maybe we can kind of see how good he can be defensively. And then Kid Buu as well, just a nice support unit. Some of the units do have links with Cell that link very well. Some of them don't, like Frieza. He doesn't link very well with the team just because he has Frieza Clan links and stuff like that. He doesn't have access to a lot of the better links that villains typically have. So that's kind of the way things are. All right, so first and foremost, to begin this turn, we have access to Cell and his buddy. Not a cooler. But do I trust Cell in the first slot? Can I get... See, I actually want to get his mass super attack here so we can damage SS4. So we're going to do the self-destruct. That'll probably be the only time I purposely do it in this whole video, probably. Aside from maybe like the first round of an event. But I really want to see if I can damage the SS4 Goku. And I was going to say, I was going to hope that he doesn't launch a super, but of course he has to, right? 66k, that's not naturally a lot of damage, but in this scenario with a little bit amount of HP that I have, it is. But you guys are like, a little bit, it still has almost 300,000, but bro, I'm used to getting 500k. So, that's just kind of how things are. So Cell did pretty good, considering that's an extreme modifier and stuff. So let's go ahead and move on. All right, in the next round, I think I'll have access to what I really want with Cell. Frieza, you can stay in the first slot. The cool thing about Rose is that he also does help out the rest of the rotation, the rest of the team just in general. He's like the ultimate villain support character. Like he's so good at all the intangibles. He's everything villains ever wanted, and he always has been. Like AGL was that too, and STR just kicks it up a notch. So all right, Frieza. Oh, you're gonna get hit with the super. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, please, dodge it, dodge. Yes, we got the dodge. All right, Frieza, I see you, my boy. I didn't actually think we would get the dodge. I really didn't think we would get it. That level 5 dodge came through, though. All right, I feel it. That's what's up. Okay, so that's perfect. That also means that Kid Buu shouldn't take a whole lot of damage just because he's not getting hit with the super. Kid Buu's actually really annoying. I can't wait for him to get Extreme Z Awaken, probably more so than a lot of units, just because he'd have a better restriction, hopefully, on his passive. I'm hoping that they give him a better restriction and don't just kind of hamstring him by giving him the same exact passive and then adding a little comment saying, oh, he also gets 50% or 80% at the start of the turn himself. You know, stuff like that. I'm hoping that they actually give him access to stuff. So, in this scenario, he has access to Kamehameha. We're talking about the Goku, which I was actually going to try to make sure that the Goku got a super, but he can get it anyway from his passive. I didn't even consider that. All right, so Cell's going to do pretty good. He actually takes a few turns to really get going. If you didn't know, units that have some sort of attack increase, their very first attack, whenever they have some sort of attack increase on their super attack, the first one is reduced. It's weaker than the median is for these characters, if that's the right terminology. But basically, their first one naturally would be their weakest one anyway because they're not getting a stack, but they start off lower than a lot of other characters from my understanding. So they have to kind of climb a bit of a higher hill because they have that bonus on their super attack modifier. So I'm going to actually leave the double Friezas where they are, to be honest. I'm literally going to leave them where they are. It's a shame that I can't get double supers, despite the fact we're starting off at 9 key. Just because the key is so bad here. This is a really bad distribution of key. I don't want to take it. Kid Buu will be here next round, so I got to make sure that I get the amount of HP going into next round. So I had to make sure that I did that. And the cool thing is Rose, like I said, also does the defensive boost. Frieza has type advantage. So ideally, we're gonna escape this without taking very much damage. Okay. Hopefully he tries to super against Frieza, and maybe Frieza will hit him with that dodge. Can we get additional? Can we get additional super? Ah, man. Come on, don't you dare. Oh, there's a dodge. Come on, don't you dare super attack Rose. I swear, bro. I swear, you never super last slot. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get Kid Buu's passive. Awesome. So we're going to have access to that, and almost everything Cell would need to be at his best is triggered here. I'm not going to argue like semantics as far as like what links are active right now. Not that there's anybody to argue with, but I'm not going to go over the links that are active right now because honestly I don't care, but I think he has just about everything but Kamehameha active and Big Bad Bosses because that's not a possibility. But I will say Big Bad Bosses can activate if Meta Cooler takes enough damage. So that could be another thing. Otherwise, we're getting attack boost from both ends of the spectrum here from Kid Buu and Meta Cooler. And only issue is that we don't have type advantage, but otherwise we're pretty good. He is going to hit a super attack on Meta Cooler, which I expected. I expected because he didn't launch one last term, I don't think. So hopefully like he does a lot of damage. 55 is a lot, but I don't think it's enough. Did that trigger Big Bad Bosses? We'll see. I think I'm low enough. All right, Big Bad Bosses did say I was active. Almost 1 million. No additional attack or anything. That's unfortunate. Why couldn't you crit? I wanted to see like 3 million. Gosh, Cell. Alright. It's so hard, though, to get Big Bad Bosses and that Kid Buu passive just because they're not conducive to each other. Like, they're opposites of the spectrum. Just that's why I said, like, his restriction is so bad. It's just because he can't even get access to that link naturally. You have to really tweak it. But the good news is Big Bad Bosses is so versatile it activates mid-turn. Also, on a side note, we are incredibly close to a Dokkan attack, so I'm really hoping that these guys finish this off. Thank you for your contributions, Goku! Goku! Oh, he even crit for me. Alright, so there's a super attack there. Hopefully Frieza finishes this. Hopefully Frieza finishes this. I really don't want to deal with Omega. He's going to be annoying, to be honest. He always is annoying. Wow! Wow! Come on, game. That is the ultimate form of sabotage, because what is going to happen is I'm going to go into the next event and start off basically forced to get a Dokkan attack with my characters. And it's going to be off rotation, maybe. We'll see. All the key support here might make it easier for me to avoid that. But, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm forced to get it. Next round, starting next round with Cell off rotation, I'm forced to get it. Assuming that I get a super attack, that is. See if I can avoid it with the double Frieza rotation. I actually think I can, to be honest, so that's good. All right, good job, Cooler. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. But nonetheless, I didn't want to get... He starts off as AGL, right? Or does he start off as physical? It's AGL, right? Okay, it's physical sin. Okay, cool. That's perfect, actually. So we will get type advantage. That's perfect. This is actually kind of annoying, though, I will say. I'm going to take this. I don't want to deal with this. This is really annoying. You're not going to the last slot. Nope. I just realized that you're going to go early if I do that. You're going to super early. I'll save those for Cell. You can have this because why not? And then lastly, is that a super? It totally is. So no super. All right, we're good. We are set. Okay, I was kind of worried about this. I'm happy I remembered that freaking Goku's self-sufficient passive in the last slot. At the last second, bro. I was totally prepared to put him there. All right. You're not getting a Dokkan attack. You will. Now, unfortunately, the reason why I also wanted the Dokkan attack last round is because the Cell Head had a chance to launch several attacks and had the chance to get sacked and stuff. He doesn't have that here. He doesn't have that built up. He also doesn't have like a final support. He also doesn't have big bad bosses. You know, he has Nightmare. No big bad bosses. So, or Kamehameha. So long story short, this is far from the best he can be. But let's see what he can do, though, nonetheless. But I really, really wanted it last round. Okay. I low-key was falling asleep there. I'm honestly surprised I didn't miss, like, all of them, because I, like, blanked out. I'm dead serious. I freaking blanked out, and I was like, wait. Let me get back on this. So we missed one. We're good. Crit. Man, this guy seems like he's allergic to critting. He acts like he's allergic to critical hitting. 2 million damage, though, is pretty good, but still, like, so, man, your boy needs some crits, bro. What's up? Make it happen. Make it happen, man. He over here acting, like I said, like he's allergic to critical hitting. This Goku didn't need those orbs to get a super, but whatever. Of course you super me. That's not going to do a whole lot, though. 70K. Oh, 51. Never doubt Kid Buu. This Kid Buu is really good, though. The 50% seems to help a lot. And then, of course, the 50% from Rose, too. All right. Oh, double attacks. Crit on the second one. All right, I feel you. I feel it. Still no access to big bad bosses because them Friezas out here off rotation showing up every turn. And did I mention that Frieza has really crappy links for villains? He's cool with, like, you know, other Frieza clansmen, but otherwise not so good. All right, we're getting an attack here. I wonder how high Cell's defense got against Gogeta. I didn't check that. I will say, though, that Cell here, there's a good chance that the tech one winds up being better if he gets the same mechanic that raises the attack and defense. Otherwise, this Cell, I think, will be better, aside from, you know, wow. Can you? You know what? Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse to deal with these Friezas doing this. Nope. Not doing it.